What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. This is Lone Wolf, and in this video we're gonna go over this spec, man, that got me just in there. It's a very underrated spec, but it's very fun to play, and I took it to another level by fully committing to going crit on my Slayer. So obviously I still go mastery as much as I can. I still try to go for as much as versatility as possible, but committing to the 4 set as Slayer, I think is pretty ideal. So I do have the 4 set on. I do have 14 crit, 16 mastery. Got that 20% haste, which I like, and 23 versatility. But I do have the devouring enchant that takes me to 27% every now and then. So I go with that. My gems are the PvP one and the versatility crit gems. All right. It's a fun spec, man. Everything is just big crits, bleeds, and one thing I've noticed is I'm not too scared of dying. As long as you understanding what your defenses are, what you got. Like, I know I had wings there, so as a Slayer or arms in general, you want to stay in battle stance as much as possible for every reason. All right, obviously there's a lot of slows in this game, so you want to minimize that. You hit harder, so you want to maximize that. But you obviously have to switch out stances every now and then, knowing if you have a healer with you, if you don't have a healer with you, how many rens you have up, if you're able to commit doing damage to to complement your leech. Because that's another thing I go for. I don't go for the speed enchants, I go for the leech enchants. All right, it's just very interesting, that self-sustainability. I got most of the talents that boost my self-healing, my leech, etc., etc. So hunters, they're a pain in the butt. All right, even though they don't do as much burst right now, they still deal lots of damage. So I want to just pump off on that guy. Look, he just jumped with the bleeds, blah 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 blah. If you've been being aware of what's going on screen while I talked, it's very early morning, so these crits, the reason I go crit is because so many talents boost your crit damage. So even though PvP is 150%, you got talents that make some of your abilities go to like 100. Like 170, 180, and then you got smaller talents that can put it up to that 183, 184, or whatever it may have you. But you're getting close, and other talents just give your abilities more crit chances. So it's like, man, everything is about crit, and the playstyle feels way better with all this crit. I'm gonna just go crit in PvP. And I fully committed. A lot of people be like, or warriors that I be watching, look at that, just straight disgust damage. Warriors, they be like, damn, I want to play with crit, but I can't. Mastery's too good. And I just said, screw it. I'm going crit. I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm having fun. Putting rend up is just huge. Alright, let's see. Here, I was like, damn, it's them against me, but my healer was like, nah, stay. And I said, alright, copy that. Oh, champion spear, man. I try to play without it, because there's other talents in the class tree that boost your damage. But there's just no way. There's no way, man. Champion spear has so many different uses. that I just cannot ignore that or just be like, yeah, the damage is worth it. Like, sure, if you want to do max damage, go ahead. But if you want to make plays, if you want to do things that matter, Champion Spear is huge. Boom, boom. Colossus Smash. So I play with Fatality. Fatality is a talent that your Motor Strike applies this debuff. And each stack of this debuff goes up to 5. You see the little buff icon I have right on top of Sweeping Strikes. That's Fatality. They try to murder me right now. And I'm like, I'm not trying to die. So you can see I'm in defensive stance. I was about to die. That healer just straight, I'm a savior. I took it. They still trying to pump off. I got the wings. I know I'm not going to die, but I don't want to stay in that group with me and just that priest. Hopefully that priest lives. He's over there by himself. But anyway, Fatality. If you get 5 stacks and you Colossus Smash and just after Blaze Storm just use it, like you're critting. You can crit well over 300 crit total. Like your execute critting, your fatal mark critting, and your Reaper Storms critting. Like you're getting 300k plus, you know, more often than not. Because that's the beauty about Slayer and the 4-piece. The 4-piece gives your Colossus Smash extra time, and Fatal Mark gives your Motor Strike extra reason because your Blaze Storm hits with Blaze Storm, with Blaze Storm. So you continue getting stacks. So when your Blaze Storm ends, beautiful spec. This is a very fun spec. Let's see. We have a couple more minutes. Well, how long is this video? All right, so here, I'm playing around 1800, or this particular game is a 2000 rating, but I'm 1800. So here, I just want to disrupt. Obviously, they got the flag, but we're all here. We can all just leave. But most of my team is here. I want to see if we get the opportunity to kill them. When I'm playing, I'm always looking at my health, whether the team is looking at me, because if they are, I'm immediately going to defensive stats. All right, trying to disrupt, trying to give the healer a hard time, but their health is not going down. So we need to switch that up. If I don't find a way to switch that up, then there's no point of just staying here. You know what I mean? But we're still here. I see that we have 2 nodes. So I'm like, all right, if I can keep their team here, then obviously that'll be a plus for us, because they got 4 people here. One of our healers. We got 2 nodes. I'm going to just stay chilling. I see that my health is going down. Some of them are paying attention to me, but I do not want to commit defensive stance right now. I just want to continue giving that damage. All right, Blaze Storm before I get stunned. Bloop. I get rectified. So now I see where my team is at. My team is in Lighthouse. I'm going to res, see if I can support my team. Or I'm going to check out mines. Let's see how mines is. So mines is pretty chill. I'm going to take it. One thing about this build is that I don't go for that one talent in the class tree that gives your battle stance an extra 3% attack power, or your battle shout mastery, whatever that I use the one that gives your battle stance 3 extra crit damage, and your defensive stance, anything that hits above your 20%, it gets reduced by 15%. I think that's huge for Slayer, at least for my build. I do have the crit, And one thing that we have problems is defensive. If we are with my versatility, whenever I'm focused, I have to be in defensive stance. And anything that's hit over 20% of my health gets reduced, even by just a little. It adds up, you know what I mean? And it's like it's a little. There's no cooldown. Every time you get hit for more than 20%, it's a reduced 15% on that one hit. So that's what I like to play. Gonna go defend mine real quick. Skip that. All right. I think they have 3 people and getting more. Boom. There's a rogue. I see that he has his dance up. I should be using my retaliation, but I did it way too late. I should have already had it. Right here, I should put reflect up. I don't have my reflect up. Let's get in. Finally, I put it up. That was a little too late. That cost me uptime. I should always be attacking. I shouldn't be trying to stay behind, trying to live. I always got to find a way to stay in. Boom. Just making sure I pump. All right. Don't want to use my trinket just yet. Everything is Gucci. He's going far, so I'm going to go and hit this guy. Bah. The most annoying spec in the game. He's going to do it again. Bah. I guess I was immune to that. Go up to him. All right. I already tried a spell reflect. Very nice. Stun him. Because mages are annoying. They do a whole bunch of stuff. Yep. Oh, I thought I was going to hit him with that. Thank God I didn't hit. He must have blinked 18 times. So Colossus smashes up. Bloom. 89k. I trinketed that thing real quick, instantly. Because I knew after that Colossus smash, my Motor Strike was going to hit hard. All right. 89k non-crit. Insta-death. Let's go check out Lighthouse. Boom. They took it. Let's see if I got my rogue over here. Pump damage. Restun that guy. Get the kill. No, because he's the most annoying spec in the game. He's going to do it again. Oh, he can turn. Pump. All right. Let me go up to him. Get that charge in. He's dead. I don't know what happened to that warrior. Let me go. That warrior. All right. He's coming back. He's like, damn, we didn't have that. I thought we had that. Going over there. Just want to make sure he understands he's going to die. See that? I'm not sure why he's using that. There's no talents in the hero trees that, or I mean, that whatever that thing is called, that ability is not too. I guess he's using it for niceness. All right, their team is here, but the flag is ours, so I just gotta keep my eye out. All right, that priest got hit already, so I'm going. Now I'm gonna go hope for the priest. Warrior got hit. That's one of the biggest things to make sure that you're watching is that flag in these blitz. Because if you don't watch that flag, somebody's just going to go in there and wreck that. Take it from you. Motor Strike is just instant. That's a lot of pressure. You saw that 77k crit right at the back. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Slayer is pretty fun to play. Just got to make sure you understand that you can die. You can die, and you just got to make sure that you do not die. Okay? With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.